Hey guys, welcome to the Mr. Maple Show. I'm Matt. Today we're on location at Don Schmidt Nursery in Boring, Oregon. We're going to talk to you about some different plants in the Mikawa family and their different sizes.
Guys, we love these comparison videos. We can actually see some specimens out in the landscape. Allows you to see what shapes they'll have in your garden. But guys, smash that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and sign up for our weekly emails on MrMaple.com. We had at least 10 new plants every single Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's an email you'll want to check out.
So today we're going small, middle, largest. So we're like the three bears. We got something for you at all sizes. Today we're going to start out with Tattoo, which is one of the smallest members of that Mikawa yatsubusa family. Tattoo is one of the densest, most compact trees, and there's an excellent specimen right here.
Yeah, it stays really, really tight, dense, compact. It's probably one of the slowest growing forms in that Mikawa family, and it has a really nice ruffled leaf to it with really deeply incised foliage. It gives it a really unique texture, and with that tightly layering habit and small compact shape, it fits in so many small spaces because this is a plant that's a really, really slow grower.
Yeah, that ruffled leaf gives it a very regal appearance to it and makes it really stand out from Mikawa yatsubusa. Not only that, but this tree is going to be much smaller in a 10-year time frame than Mikawa, typically only about 3 feet, even at a very old age.
Guys, Tattoo is a selection that was introduced by Red Maple Nurseries, and it is an amazing little dwarf Japanese maple that I think a lot of collectors love because it gives them a lot that they like with Mikawa yatsubusa, but it's even smaller, denser, more compact, and that ruffled serrated foliage helps this plant really stand out. So we're here with the medium growing Mikawa yatsubusa, the original Mikawa yatsubusa.
Guys, this one is poised just right if you're looking for that medium-sized tree. This is a small growing tree still. There can be larger specimens. We always like to let people know the Japanese maples never really quit growing. So if they're leafing out, they will be growing. But this one definitely has that medium growth rate. A little bit larger than the Tattoo. Mikawa yatsubusa is typically 5 to 6 feet, even in a 15-year time frame. We're here with some really nice specimens, and this is the classic OG Mikawa yatsubusa that all Mikawas come from.
Now, Mikawa yatsubusa was one of the very first maples of the year with the North American branch of the Maple Society. That means it's one of their favorite Japanese maples. Even before the Maple Society program was implemented by Matt when he was on the Maple Society board, it was one of those things where Matt and I would go around and ask nurserymen and nurserywomen what their favorite Japanese maple was.
And the most common answer was always Mikawa yatsubusa.
So true, so true. And that's because it is a very easy tree to people to grow. It has a very tightly layering habit. It looks almost like an animal with this chartreuse green leaves that just layer like shingles on a roof. And it is a great container plant. It's a great place for small gardens, but it just looks like a lively animal out there in the landscape.
I'm a huge fan of the shapes this makes. It has that, really architectural structure, even when it's out of leaf in the garden. It really looks like something interesting. I'm a huge fan of this one. It's very heat tolerant. It's also very cold tolerant. And that's another reason why a lot of nurserymen pick this one. This tree is going to work zones 5 through 9. Now, all three of them today we're talking about are going to work zones 5 through 9, but Mikawa has an exceptional heat tolerance, even in those high heat areas. And it's one that tends to give us a very premium fall color. Even in crummy years, this one can range from bright oranges to bold oranges, reds and yellows all at the same time, making it a fiery display in that fall garden, all in that interesting shingled layered habit.
Guys, this is a plant that has so many ornamental characteristics. Right now in the spring, we have red samaras coming up over top of some of this green foliage.
Wait, is this an Acer Shirasawa?
I know. Often people say Acer Shirasawa, the seed point upwards. Well, on Mikawa yatsubusa, often that seed also points upwards. And that chartreuse contrasts so well with those red samaras, the red seeds. And this is such an amazing plant. And guys, this tightly layering habit make this tree excellent for bonsai. And because of that, sometimes we offer seedlings of Mikawa yatsubusa that aren't grafted as well as also offering the grafted form. Mikawa yatsubusa, excellent bonsai either way, excellent tree in the landscape either way, but a really cool plant that is so unique and it's going to become one of your favorites.
It's everybody's top 5. Like, let's just be real. If you're doing a top 5, which we do here every Monday, this one's going to end up in that top 5 list a good bit. It's a classic Japanese maple for so many reasons. But hey, say you're looking for something bigger, let's go check out a big boy. It's a little bit larger than this Mikawa yatsubusa. All right, last but certainly not least, we've got the biggest member here. We're here with Acer palmatum Seiun kaku.
Now the reason I love this is you get that tightly layering shingling habit that everyone loves with Mikawa yatsubusa, but you get it in a more vigorous, faster growing form with Seiun kaku.
They can definitely get a little bit more stretched out than that tight internoting of some of the other members of the Mikawa family, but your overall aesthetic definitely gives you those Mikawa yatsubusa vibes to it. This one is typically 8 to 10 foot in that 15-year frame, making it much faster growing than Mikawa yatsubusa.
We've got a really nice specimen of this at Maplewood Gardens, and we've also got a really nice specimen at Matt's house. And this is a plant we love. I mean, this is a plant we just can't do enough of, because it really gives that really bubbly appearance to a little bit larger, faster, vigorous growing plant.
Yeah, people are often shocked to find out that the 25-year-old Mikawa yatsubusa and the Seiun kaku, which are very similar in size, that one's only about 8 years old. So, you know, much faster growth rate on this one, but still gives you some of that interesting growth. Now, this was an introduction in 1974 from the Kansai region in Japan, and the name, according to the 4th edition, translates as blue-green palace in the clouds.
And I guess if you're looking up at this plant, because it does get bigger, you're going to be looking at it with clouds in the background, so it will really get some of that blue-green color too.
It does make a Mikawa form you can stand under a little bit more readily in most landscapes. It fills out much quicker. Amazing fall colors from oranges to reds typically for us in the fall, and exceptional heat tolerance like other members of the Mikawa yatsubusa family.
Well guys, I hope you've enjoyed our comparison video of these 3 different Mikawa family types. I mean, we love these green dwarf Japanese maples, this tightly layering shingling habit. They just add so much to the landscape and garden, and now you can look through and figure out which 3 might fit better in your landscape.
Hey, special thanks to Eric Schmidt of Don Schmidt's Nursery for letting us film out here today. We tried to twist his arm to get him on camera, maybe next time, but if we've earned it today, guys, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel here on the Mr. Maple Show.
Guys, take care,
God bless,
and have a great day.